Hey guys, Thomas from Team Sakura, so here, come at you guys with a Shaddoll Witchcrafter deck profile. If you guys want to see a pure version, just let me know in the comment section below. I'll be happy to do one. It's just, I like Witchcrafters combined with something else. I think they work a lot better. So here are the ratios. 3 Shmeta. She's probably the best Witchcrafter. Banish her to Foolish Burial, a spell that you're going to get back at the end phase. Really good card. This is kind of your like really horrible allure. And then this is just to make the Earth Fusion of Shaddoll, along with, I guess if your hand's complete, if you have no cards in your hand, she's pretty good to get something back from the grave.
Only run 1 of Jailbait.
Lamau. We have 2 of the new card, Aruru. I can't even say its fucking
Aruru!
Aruru! But anyway,
Ara.
First of all, she looks really gorgeous.
Can we get an Ara in the chat, please?
She looks really gorgeous, but what she does is when a Witchcrafter monster is targeted for an attack or a card effect. I'm just going to make sure. A card or effect when your opponent activates a card or effect that targets a spellcaster monster. Just making sure you special summon her from the hand, and then you target either a monster on your opponent's side of the field or something, or a Witchcrafter spell card in your grave. Add that to the person's hand. So you can either bounce their monster back or get your Witchcrafter spell. And during your opponent's end phase, I believe, or your end phase, during your opponent's standby phase, you return this to the hand so you can reuse it. So yeah, it's a pretty good card. It would be cool if it said any spell engraved, but I get that's why it's overpowered. This card's new, it's a bit complicated, so sorry that I had to read it. It also is a light attribute and a pretty big beat stick, so that's construct right there. 1 Madame Ver, she's basically a discard and negate all your opponent's effects till the end of his turn. Well, monster effects. So she basically veilers the whole field, which is really nice. So she's kind of like the deck's negate. Along with when a spellcaster monster, attacks, right? This could be your Winda, this could be any of your Shaddolls, any of your Witchcrafters, anything. Reveal spells in your hand during damage step. They'll gain 1,000 attack for each. So, assuming that, let's just say, your Winda is attacking, and since it's a spellcaster, you have 4 spells. It attacks, damage step, 6,200. So, just an example. She's pretty good. I'm only running 1 right now. Plus, she's Smug Lolly, so. 1 Hyena, that's the last for our Witchcrafters. During either player's turn, discard a spell, pop a card on the field.
So why no Adele?
Adele's she's just slow, and you don't really need her because you have to have room for your other Shaddolls, and she's not really needing anything that's not pure Witchcrafter. And even in pure Witchcrafter, you're only allowed 1. But yeah, remember guys, this is a quick effect too, so it's good interruption as well. Also, if you guys could leave a like and subscribe, that'd be great. 2 Falcos for the Shaddoll part. Just reborns itself, it's pretty useful. 2 Beasts, 1 Dragon, 1 Hedgehog, 1 Squad. I'm not really going to go over this. This is just a lineup. It could change in the future, but this is what I like right now. Maybe I'll replace something with another Squamata just for a little more versatility. And that's all the monsters we have. As for the Shaddoll fusions, we run just 3 normal Shaddoll fusion. It's actually really good because if they have like a link or something up, you can use the Shaddolls or just materials from your deck. So you could send a Witchcrafter and a Shaddoll to make like a Gristia or whatever, and then you get the Shaddoll's effect, and you would be able to make use let's just say Shmeta's effect to send a spell. So this, if you're going second and you open up this, that's great. So good card. 2 of the El Shaddoll fusion, and then we're running 1 Super Poly because that's all in this deck I've never really needed more than 1. Usually Super Poly is a great card, and in like pure Shaddolls and shit I'd run more, but like I only really need 1 in this version. If you guys want to run 2, that's fine, though.
No Neff Shaddoll fusion?
Nah, Neff Shaddoll fusion's bad. Neff Shaddoll fusion's very bad.
And I notice no Shaddoll Core or Sinister Shadow games either.
We're not even at Traps yet. Hold on.
Right.
2 Witchcraft Creation. This is your Witchcrafter Searcher, basically. You always want to see that firsthand. It's great. 2 Holiday Monster Reborn. 3 Clogs. 1 Scroll and 1 Buy Street. They keep this keeps your Shaddolls alive, and you could use it as fodder when you want to use a Witchcrafter's effect by just sending it to grave, and it'll just come right back. This lets you draw a card. This one's alright. I've actually considered 2 Buy Streets because Buy Street's a really good card. Sadly, this doesn't say Spellcaster. It just says Witchcrafter. I'm just making sure, guys. So, yeah. That would be really cool if you could, like...
If you guys want to petition Konami to errata Buy Street,
also, just a quick note. For Shaddolls, they're all Spellcasters. Even Dragon, even says Shaddoll Dragon, it's a Spellcaster. So, also remember that during the deck profile. This is basically just Giant Trunade for the deck. You only run one and you side it out sometimes. This allows your Spellcaster, I believe. Let's go Witchcrafter, sadly. Some of them say Witchcraft, some of them say Spellcaster, so I always have to make sure. But this is basically allows you to attack twice and your opponent can activate traps or spells until the end of the damage step. So that's pretty good. Also, all Witchcrafter spells come back to your hand during end phase if you do not activate them that turn. So, then we also run 2 Malifaux's Fusion. It's nice because for the Witchcrafter cards, you always have to discard spells, and this basically is just a free discard since you could put it back in the deck. So I only run 2 because 3 could clog at times, and I've liked 2. In pure Witchcrafter, I've run 3 though. Then lastly, 3 Village and 1 Terraforming. If you could just Shaddoll Fusion a Winda and then get this, your opponent only has like 1 special summon. And then they can't activate spells. If you could somehow also get Ver on the field, like a Winda, a Ver, and a Village, that's basically a game because you have the 1 negate, they have 1 special summon, and you basically just floodgate them out. The last cards we run is Reborn, obvious reasons, Foolish, obvious reasons, and then Premature, obvious reasons. Yeah. So that's just the main deck. I believe it's like 41 cards. For the extra deck, we got 3 Winda. Your opponent can only special summon once, and this cannot be destroyed by your opponent's card effects. It says your opponent, so for some reason if you Dark Hole, this goes to the graveyard. You're not going to, but just an example. If you have something that blows up the field. 1 Construct, because you're only allowed to run 1. This card should be a 3, but it's not. If this, run the maximum amount. I don't know if you're seeing this in the future. Run the maximum amount. I really wish this card was at 3. I would love to experiment with this deck a lot more if Construct was at 3. Same with regular Shaddolls. Plus, it's a beautiful ulti, so you guys gotta leave a like for that. Then we have, I'm not even gonna try to pronounce, I'll try to pronounce it since I've already messed up this deck profile. Anoyatalida. You wanna try one more time?
Yeah. Anoatilus.
Anoatilus. Yes. The Anoatilus monster. Neither player can special summon monsters from the hand or graveyard using spell or trap effects. So, like, if, they can't add monster reborn. I'm just making sure about the effect.
If someone in the
You never go into this card besides, really when you fusion summon it from the deck. But it's also a super poly target as well. 2 Gristia. This is a Black Horn of Heaven. I actually go into this quite a bit. It's really nice because you could super poly Salamangreats with it, and you make this and it's a Black Horn. It does a lot against their deck. That's why you run 2 of this, along with, when you Shaddoll Fusion, you're most likely going to have Shemitah and a Shaddoll. So you could just make this guy, and then get effects based off Shemitah and the Shaddoll. Of Gristia, yeah. And then Shekanaga, this is great. This is just Solemn Strike. It's beautiful. Not even gonna bother reading this. This is just trash. You make this as your suit. This is just a super poly target. Don't make this. Just don't. And then the last card we have is a Protoplant Dragon Spell. I'm trying to pronounce cards. Okay, the one thing I definitely hate about this deck is I suck at pronunciation. It has so many cards.
Dragos Tapelia.
Okay, we are. Man, leave a like for us stupid boys. Damn. So yeah. This is basically a super poly target as well. It also can negate their opponent's monsters. This is a fantastic card. So I have it as a super poly target and just an extra deck. The rest of the cards, honestly, you don't really need this. Just replace this with, this is just if you could Shaddoll Fusion twice. Just make this, but honestly, getting something like Levinik is, what's a dragon called? Lafo. It points like left, right. Just put in like a Wee Witch or any other card. This card's honestly terrible. I don't even know why I'm running it. And then these are just the synchros I like running because this is, to me, was a casual deck. and I didn't put too much effort into the extra deck besides the Shaddolls, really, and the Super Poly targets, but you don't really go into the extra deck besides Shaddolls, but I would just say replace 1 or 2 of these cards with like a Borreload, a Saryuja, or anything really, like an Apala, and you're good to go.
No Witch?
Yeah, Witch would be pretty okay, but...
If you had room. If Konami will expand the extra deck limit to 20 like they should.
They really freaking should. So leave a like if you guys enjoyed. Subscribe. And last note I'm going to say is, sorry about the background noise and if this deck profile is a little different. We are in a bit of a rush, but I did want to get this to you guys as fast as possible. So I'll see you guys later. Peace.